YouTube, it's me, your boy Muhammad Yeazul. This is the 10th video of the entire series of web design HTML course for beginners. Today's lecture is very important. Today I'm going to teach you how to create form in HTML. And first of all, you have to understand the previous lecture. So go back there if you didn't watch that videos, and please come back soon. Okay. So to create form, you first have to type this form tag. Okay. Let me first create a name for the input, and then it is important you put a tag which is called input tag, and I define the type of this input is first of all, let's just try the text, and this could be a variety of inputs, and just close it with a forward slash and the end bracket. Okay, so remember you have to type the text. Let's run it on. So let's reload it. Here you can see that actually it created our input box, which actually named as name. You can input any text in here. It could be alphabetic, it could be any number or any sign. So you can input any text you want, a number or anything. So I just put my name in here. So how it works, you can see it. Now let us create another box which is a password input. So name it first a password, and do the same thing as before. Just type the input tag, which is actually the one end tag. Now you have to declare a type. Again, the text I am declaring now, so you can use as a input box, while you can actually give your name and the password to create some kind of activity. So let me reload and show you guys. You can see another box appeared named password. Now you can actually input it in here, the password. So there's a lot of attribute in the input tag, but actually I will go from the basic, and I will show you gradually to how to actually use all of the attributes. But let me actually give you the first basic look of inputs. Now guys, let us create a choice type of input. So name it as, let me think, choose option, a clone. Let's use the input and type now radio. Okay, so we actually create a radio button on the web page and make it 2. First name it option 1, and the second one actually will name as option 2. So guys, let's reload it and see. So you can see there's a choice box appeared with 2 options, option 1 and option 2, but I have made a mistake over there. I have to go back and actually fix one thing, which is I have to name these 2 radio input box exactly with the same name. And you have to remember that if you are creating a radio boxes or radio inputs, you have to give them same name. Guys, you have to remember that, in other way it will not function properly. So you can see that it's functioning right now and properly functioning right now. So remember the same name thing. So guys, let me give you a little demonstration. What if I gave them different name? So what I've done, actually I named the first one name 1 and the second one name. So the name is different now. So let us check it out what happening. Now you can see that I cannot select one of the other. So you can see the radio option is malfunctioning right now. Let's give them again the same name. Now reload it again. You can see this is working perfectly right now. So you can choose one of the another. So this is very fine. Okay, now let's check the another input type, which is actually called checkbox. In this case, you will see a box which appear on the web page, and we can select from it. Most of the cases we see this kind of option in shopping websites, or actually banking websites, or any kind of cloud computing services. Guys, you can see there are 2 checkboxes on the page which look square shape, and I can choose one of the another. Now guys, let me show you how to create a submit button. This is very simple actually. In this case, you use the same input tag, and in between the type you have to type submit. So let us check it out actually how it works. You can see there the submit button has been created, but let me modify it a little bit so it looks better on the page. Let me set a value for it and save it and reload it again. Now it's look much more better. You can see right now. Are you guys are with me? Yes, of course, right? So this is all about the submit button cage. So guys, let's learn about the number. In this case, you have to input number as a type. Let me reload it. So you can see the pattern of the box get changed. So this is actually how input a box looks, and now you can only input numbers. You can't input any more text. So let me actually define the minimum value for the first box 1 and the maximum for the second box is 10. Now actually what we'll see, so the first input box will not go below 1. So we fix it in the first box. You can see the minimum value is -1. You can increase up to infinity, but actually it will not go down below 1. You can see that it is not going down below 1. So actually how it's works. And the second box, the value of the second box will not increase above 10 because we set the value in the second box 10. So actually it will not increase above 10. So but you can decrease it from 0 to -infinity. So you can choose from this -infinity to 0. So it's your choice if you're choosing that kind of number. It is both attributes you can use for your coding, this minimum value and the maximum value. Now let me actually give you a brief idea about how to actually create email input. And this time we're going to use the same tag, input tag, and the type will be email. Okay, you have to type email, and let me give a placeholder email so actually you can see on the web page. So you can see the email box has been created and the placeholder is showing that this is an email box. So now you can input any email in this box. So this is a great way using this code. But if you want to create a URL or website input box, then you just type URL. Actually, let me give you a placeholder. So this will be recognized on the page. So let me rename it as the website. This kind of form or actually input box you want to see in the contract form, right? Where in the input box you see the www.com is saying now, or you just give your website and they get you all kind of information, right? Right. If I own Facebook, then I will actually type the www.facebook.com. How awesome will be that, right? Now let me teach you how to create a button style input on the web page. Just type button in the type and give a value which will appear on the button, like click on. Okay, reload it. You can see the click on is appeared, and now it is a submit button, which actually also can work. You can actually define a JavaScript for this actually to work that way. So let me show you another option for that. Like you can see, I type two button over there. The two button will be created. You can see. So if I just give the value on and off, it will act like a switch. You will see that it is actually like a switch, the on and off thing. It looks very cool. So it is now on off button, like a switch. So let's create a reset button for your web page, and in this case you have to type the input and type reset, and the value will be appear as reset. So let me show you how it looks. Oh, it needs actually a break. So let me actually reload it. Maybe this time it will work. So this button is my favorite one actually. So because it reset everything. Let me show you actually why it is favorite. Now if I type anything on the page as the input, right, I reset it and everything goes back to the previous state. It's like clean web page again. So this is why it is my favorite, because I like to look my page clean. Now let us create a range input. In this case actually we use range as a type. So first let me actually type input, then type and equal to, in the double quotation you have to type in here range, and don't misspell in HTML, remember, and just finish it with the finishing codes and just reload it and see what happens. A range button will appear. You can see it, right? How awesome is that, right? This kind of input you need, where actually you need to actually create a range like color codes or actually radio FM or television tuning or something. But remember, it does exist. If you need it, use it. And the last, let me remind you a simple thing, which is actually never mistype in HTML. In HTML you cannot mistype. Let me show you a demonstration, right? Right now I have a space between the first bracket and the command, which is the input. If this happens, let me show you how it works on the web page. Let me just reload it the web page, and you can see that what happens. If I reload it, you can see there is no range button anymore. It's showing is the code which you actually type, and it will show you like a text on the page. If you just correct it, it will work again. So this is very important. You have to see it that way. Never misspell in HTML. No misspelling or no mistyping, and no error. So you have to write the right code, and this is very important. Okay, remember that. So guys, I hope that you like this session, this tutorial. So if you like this video, please give a thumbs up to my video. If you have query or question, please comment below. And guys, you were so kind, please subscribe my channel. I will be grateful for that. So guys, that's for today. I will see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.